Alright, part 2 of the Attack on Titan the final season part 2 stuff comments. Here I'll be covering the comments from the screen designer Yusuke Tanawa, the color designer Itsuka Onishi, the 3D director Motoi Okuno, and the director of photography Shigeki Asakawa. So the first question that was being asked is, first of all, please tell us your honest impression after finishing part 2. Mr. Tanawa says, with the experience we gained from part 1, we were able to keep asking ourselves how we could make it even better. This is a big difference from part 1. Okuno says, I think it was significant that we were able to make use of the experience we had accumulated from part 1. I myself joined the project in the middle, but Mr. Onishi and Mr. Okuno have both risen to their current positions since part 2, correct? Mr. Tanawa says, this was the first time for Onishi, in particular, to work on color design. And since the person in charge of the part 1 was a senior color designer with a great deal of experience, he worked under his guidance. Mr. Onishi says the way of creating colors differs from person to person. So up to a point, I was asking my predecessor to check my work and make sure that the style of the work remained the same. And Mr. Okuno says, I did not have any major handover from the 3D CG director of part 1 and was given the freedom to do what I wanted. I had originally joined as an animator in part 1, so at that time there were places that I thought this way will be better. And now with the new position, I could invoke the authority to do it. I also worked with the director Mr. Yuichiro Hayashi several times on previous projects, so I had a vague sense of areas that could go wrong and what level of quality was necessary. And the next question goes by, I know that you are planning to produce the final part of an animation, so please tell us how you feel about it. Mr. Okuno says the final part is going to be another extraordinary piece, and I am shaking just thinking about it. Mr. Onishi says there are a lot of titans in the final part. It's difficult to draw them all. When I took over, I was told, no worries, the characters are only decreasing from here. But as they keep increasing, I was like, what the hell, wait, what? Mr. Okuno also says, even if you have already read the original stories, the scene from here on out are only heavy scenes that don't let up until the very end. But I wanted to make something that meets the expectation of the fans. This is very convincing. I am super excited just by how they actually says this here. I am already super excited for what they'll do in the part 3 of the final season. And apparently it's just the color designer and also 3D CGI director that talks in this one particular stuff comments. I'm pretty sure it's because Kasumi Kasa has only translated some part of it, so I'm pretty sure those are basically it. If there's actually more, then there's going to be the part 3 of Attack on Titan the final season stuff comments, which is kind of ironic because Attack on Titan the final season will also be having a part 3, which is quite funny. So yes, thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.